Good morning. Welcome to online classes DEO Nalgonda. Today we are going to learn about 6th class 4th unit A reading, that is an adventure. An adventure. Page number 47. Look at the page number 47. Here is a picture. In the picture, a man is climbing up to a mountain. So, here are some questions about the picture. First one, what is the man in the picture doing? As I already told you, the man is climbing up to a mountain. Then second one, where do you think he is going? He is going to up of the mountain or hill. Then can you imagine the dangers he is likely to face? Yes, we guess that he have many dangers in this journey. So, what is the meaning of our title is an adventure. Adventure means doing a brave activity, risking their lives also. A person doing an activity, risk their life and done an adventure. Adventure means doing a brave activity. Come on children, let us start the lesson. Let us go, said Seema, or it will be time for lunch before we know it. Yes, let's go towards the old temple, said Arun, her cousin. So, here both cousins are talking. Seema and Arun both are cousins. Seema said that let us go, or it will be time for lunch, it will be late. Yes, Seema, we must go to that old temple, towards the old temple, said Arun. As always, they had come to Vishnupur on a vacation to their grandparents. It was a small, quiet town surrounded by green hills and some ancient ruins. So, here, how was their grandparents' village? Their grandparents' town, it's a small town and it was a quiet town. Quiet means silence. It is very silent and surrounded by green hills and some ancient ruins. Ancient means very old. Ruins means, here I wrote, ruins means decayed building. So, here they came to their grandparents' home. As usual, we also go to our grandparents' home at our holidays. Like that, Seema and Arun also went to their grandparents' home. It was Vishnupur and it had surrounded by green hills and it was had some ancient ruins. Next, turn the page number 48 children. Then they particularly loved going for walks and spent hours exploring the old temple in a fort nearby. These two children were particularly they very much like to walk towards the old temple and there was a fort also. They are exploring some what is there. Explore means to search what is there in the old temple and what is there in the fort. And sometimes they pretended to be rulers of an ancient kingdom. Sometimes they are pretend means they act like they are playing a game, acting game like rulers and queen, king, like that they playing a game. And at the other times they played hide and seek. Sometimes they act like rulers and sometimes they play hide and seek. Children, you know that hide and seek is a game, our favorite game, and one person hide besides a tree, behind a tree and then he count 1, 2, 3 like that numbers. The other players must be, what they do? They hide in a place. Then this player, the player must be what? They find the other players. That is the hide and seek game. Catch me if you can, shouted Arun, and he ran ahead. Then immediately, who is hiding and who is going to seek? Catch me if you can means catch me, I am going to hide in a place, said Arun, and I will catch you in a minute. Seema said that, yes Arun, I will catch you in a minute. As she followed, Arun was soon out of the sight as he went around the corner. Then immediately Seema is going to count the numbers and Arun is going to hide in a place. Seema knew his favorite hiding place and smiled to herself, thinking, he won't escape me. Then she knew, many times they played this game. So that's why she knew the places of Arun where he was hide. So that's why, yes, I knew, he won't, you never escape from me, she said that. She said to herself. And she ran down the hill towards the old temple where she knew Arun would be hiding. Then immediately she stopped that counting and she went to that place to search Arun. And she observed that there is no Arun. There was no one in that place. Arun is not there. So he must have gone to the cave, she thought. Okay, here he was not here. So maybe he go to another place, that is his another favorite place, that is cave, she thought. Favorite means, I wrote here, most liking place. So then Arun, I am here, Seema called out as she reached the cave. Immediately, Arun, I am here. She reached the cave and started shouting. There was no reply, but there was no one give reply. Seema could not see anyone. She was about to enter the cave when she caught sight of a piece of torn, crumpled paper on the ground. She picked it up and unfolded it out. How odd! It was letters CLP written on it. Then there was no one to give reply, and she searching for Arun, and she was about to enter the cave. She saw a piece of torn, crumpled paper on the ground like this, CLP written on it. It is a crumpled paper, means it was very not clean, and CLP written on it. Just then she heard Arun calling out, Seema, where are you? Then immediately she heard a voice of her cousin Arun. Seema, where are you? Like that. Let us stop here, and I want to ask some questions about these passages. Children, let I know that how much you comprehend this passage. First one, I want to ask a question. What is that? Who were the children? Please try. Who are the children? The children were cousins, Seema and Arun. Then, how was the town? The town of their grandparents. The town was very quiet, small, and it is surrounded by some ancient ruined buildings and as well as green hills. Then, third one, guess what letters CLP are? Seema found a paper, a crumpled paper. Yes, isn't it? So, guess what CLP are. Yes, you are right. let us again go through the passage. Here, said Seema to Arun, who was standing at the entrance of the cave, I was looking for you. Yes, Arun asked that, where are you, Seema? Where are you? Then immediately Seema said, here, Arun, I am here. I am standing at the entrance of the cave and I was looking for you. What have you got in your hand? Asked Arun. Seema, what have you got in your hands? Then Seema said, it's nothing, just a piece of paper with CLP written on it. Said Seema, no, nothing else. It's just a piece of paper and it is written with CLP letters. Then immediately Arun said, don't throw it. Let me see it, said Arun. Don't throw out of the paper. Please let me see what are there. Then as he took the paper from her, he looked at it carefully and said, see, if you look at the torn edge of the letter, which could be an E and not a C, he guessed, maybe this C is not C in the paper. It must be E. Maybe it is E. He guessed it. Do you think it could be help? Asked Seema. You mean it was help? Maybe that H is torn away. She asked. Like that, HELP, help. Maybe do you think it is help? Help, my goodness, someone is in trouble. We must find him, said Arun. He was got very excited. My goodness, someone is in danger. Someone is in trouble. So, we must find who is in trouble, said Arun. Arha, added Seema. Maybe the person, a female or male, we don't know who is in danger, him or her, we don't know. That's why Seema said, maybe he or maybe girl or a boy, maybe woman or a man. But where do we go? There is no one in the temple and there is no one in the cave too. She said that, I already searched for you in the cave and the temple. There were no one in the cave and there were no one in the temple. Let us try to the Meena Bazaar. There is a secret passage, said Arun excitedly. There was a much of excitement. Excitement means higher energy. They have some to find what is happened. So that's why he said, oh, we must find, let me try to go to Meena Bazaar and let us try to find who is in danger. There is a secret passage, I know. Passage means there is a way. Okay, there is a secret way, a little way to that Meena Bazaar. Then turn the page. Meena Bazaar was once a popular market for royal ladies, but all that remained now was just a few crumbling walls. So, Meena Bazaar is once it was a popular market for the royal ladies. The queens and the others may shop, they go to shopping in that market. And they are all, the fort also ruined and the buildings also ruined and that Meena Bazaar also ruined and it remained just crumbling walls now. Crumbling means there was some breaking and damaged walls. And a secret passage was connected to the market. So, there is a small narrow way, a way to go to that place from this cave to that market. They ran towards it. Immediately they knew that passage, that's why they ran towards the passage to search for the risky person. There they found a man with his hands and feet tied up. He had a gag in his mouth and was struggling to free himself. The children removed the gag and helped him free his hands and feet. Now they found a man. His hands and feet were tied with a rope, and his mouth was with a gag. Gag means a piece of cloth that put in a person's mouth to prevent from speaking. We do not speak if we put a gag in our mouth. And they removed all these ropes. They tied up ropes. They removed, and they removed the gag from his mouth and freed that person. The children removed the gag and helped him free his hands and feet. Immediately they helped to that man. Hurry, the man said, the smugglers will be back. Hurry, the man said. The man said that, yes, we go in a hurry. Speed up, children. The smugglers will be back at any moment. They will be back at any moment. So, please speed up. We will go in a hurry. What is the meaning of smugglers? Smugglers are the persons who involved in moving the goods, things illegally in or out of a country. So, they are the criminals. So, that's why the man said like that. They ran all the way through the secret passage. Again, they come back to the cave, come back to that their place with that secret passage. They know that. That's why they came back in that secret passage. They were soon out of the breath. They are very much in hurry, so they did not catch their breath. Don't stop yet, panted the man. Again he said that don't stop. Please, again we are going to speed up. We are going hurry to a safe place. He said that. Panted. Panted means here, pant means breathe with short, quick breaths. Like that, they said, they will be back at any moment. The man said, yes, the smugglers will be back at any moment. Please, children, hurry up. Soon they reached home. Their grandparents were surprised to see them. Immediately, they ran fast and they reached their home. Home is the safest place, we know that. So, they reached their home. Immediately, their grandparents were surprised because it is not the time. The children may pass their time up to lunch, but they came back home little bit early. That's why they surprised. Surprised means not expected. Now, let us who you are, Seema asked the man. Now, they have the time to talk with each other. So, that's why Seema now asked the man, yes, tell me sir, who are you and who tied you up? Added Arun. And why? Continued Seema. They have many questions. They are very much excited. They are very much in hurry. So, that's why they asked many questions like, who are you, why are you tied up in that place, and who tied you up, like these questions. I will tell you the whole story, but first call the police, said the man. Okay children, I will tell you the whole story, but I want to call police, the man said. The police arrived in no time. Immediately, no time means without taking late, without taking pause, they immediately entered to that place. The man they had freed was a police officer in plain clothes. Who was the man? The man was a police officer, but he was not in a uniform. He was in a plain civil dress. We as usually said that civil dress. Civil dress means not in their uniform. He was following a gang of smugglers who had caught him and tied him up. That policeman was chasing a gang of smugglers. Gang means a group of people, criminals. They are trying to escape this man. This policeman was trying to catch him up. Before that, he had managed to, then immediately the smugglers, they tried and they tied this policeman. That's why before going to tie the policeman up, he managed to write HELP on a piece of paper, and he thrown on the place on the road, hoping that someone would find it. Maybe someone must see this paper, and I must be saved by someone, and that's why he wrote on the paper. They were going to kill me, but thanks to you, I am safe. They tried, the smugglers tried to kill me, but thank you very much, children, I am safe now. We will now go and catch the smugglers, said the man. Okay, now we go and catch the smugglers. What an adventure! Wait till I tell my friends about it, said Seema. Wow, what an adventure we done today! Wow, I must say to my friends. They will never believe us, said Arun. No, sister, they never believe, because we are very small kids, small children. So, they don't expect that we do that adventure. That's enough, children. It's time for lunch, said Granny. Okay, children, it's time for lunch. Stop talking and came to have your lunch, said Granny. Okay, children, now we conclude this paragraphs, and I want to ask some questions about this passage. First one, do you imagine what happened next? So, we already learnt that what was happened in that story. Who do you think was in danger? Tell me, who was in danger? The police officer in plain clothes was in danger. What do you do if you were in their position? Yes, imagine that you are Seema or you are Arun. What do you do? Do you help the police officer? Do you find, or do you want to free that persons who are in danger? Yes, you do. What was the turning point in the story? You all know that? Yes. What was the turning point? The turning point was Seema saw the crumpled paper on the ground. It was written CLP. That was the turning point in this story. Yes, children, we are going to learn some homophones in these lessons. Homophones means a word that is pronounced the same as another word, but that has a different spelling and a different meaning. The pronunciation is same, but spelling is differ from the other word, and the meaning also differ from the other word. So, in this lesson we have some homophones. What are they? Quite. In the first paragraph we had that quite. Quite means completely. Another word is there, Quiet, quiet, that is that the meaning is sound, noise. There is a word sight, SIGHT, sight. Sight means the ability to see, the power to see. And another sight is there, SIT, sight means a place. Then new, KNEW, new. New means to be aware, to know, the past tense of know. And NEW, new means a new one. And recently made a thing or whatever. Then fourth one, caught, CAUGHT, caught. It's a word of past tense of catch. Catch means you know that method of being out. And another cot is there, COT, cot. It's a meaning of a simple bed. Then ONE, one means you know that a number. And WON, one means a past tense of win, that is we defeat some others and win. Then BYE, by means we say farewell to any other person, bye, like that. Another by is there, BUY, by means to obtain something by the exchange of some rupees, money. Then die, D-I-E, die. Die means a person not live, or a thing, a creature not live, dead. And D-Y-E, die means something to change its color. These are the homophones from our textbook. Another, we have articles in this lesson. Another topic, articles. Articles means we have 3 articles in our English. What are they? A, an, and the. These are the 3 articles we have. So, we use a and an. First rule is to use a before consonant sounds, and we use a and an before vowel sounds. You know that in English we have 5 vowels: a, e, I, o, u. These 5 are the vowels in English. So, before these vowel sounds we use an, and the consonants, before the consonant sounds we use a. And for example, a book, a piece of chalk, a blackboard, like that. If we use an egg, an elephant, like that. A, E, I, O, U. These vowel sounds before we use a and an. And the is a particular thing we use many ways. One of that way is we use before it in superlative degrees, like the best, the brightest, the tallest, the youngest. These are the superlative degrees. Before the superlative degrees we use the, and we use the before the particular person, place, or thing. Particular, we want to tell a particular place, particular thing, or particular person, we use the. For example, this is a book. We use the book for explaining or learning English. First sentence, in the first sentence, this is a book. A book means we don't know, we are introducing the book. That's why we use a. It's a consonant sound. And next time we are using that the, because it's a particular, we are talking about a particular book. That's why we use the. These are the some rules of articles a, an, and the. Okay children, hope you understand.